Ladies and gentlemen, you might have not actually been paying attention to the Wuthering Waves page lately because they just decided to do some of the craziest drip marketing I think we've ever seen in the gacha space. Because they just decided on a random Sunday evening to basically just drop the entire lineup for the next region that we're going to be having in the 3.x arc. And if you don't believe me, well, all you got to really do is go to the page and check it out. And yeah, there's a lot of characters over here. But one thing that they also did alongside dropping all of that good stuff was this, a 1 minute, 40-second little preview. So we're going to go ahead, take a look at this bad boy first, and then of course get right on into, well, what's going on with the individual units themselves. So without further ado, let's go ahead, get right on into this one and see what it's all about. Okay, we got that official logo coming.
Upon the abyss, Shuangfang holds stands.
Okay, well, it looks like we know what the next region is, ladies and gentlemen. We got Shuangfang.
Engines within hum and span.
And the guy speaking, bro, he sounds so Chinese, it's like crazy. We're going back, ladies and gentlemen. It's back to our roots. Not Jinzhou, but, you know, something a little bit adjacent to it.
Mechanic birds roam the land.
And here's our first unit.
Wind breath.
Yep, she's here, ladies and gentlemen. She is here. We got mechanic birds, and we also got resonator ones as well, because we got the Yangyang SP, 5-star Yangyang, ladies and gentlemen. She's first one up.
Send the lark song far.
Yangyang Shuangling. Wind breaths send the lark's song far. Wait, you actually saw something at the bottom over here too. It said Jinzhou. So that's still interesting. She's still got the Jinzhou kind of like tag over here. Looking good, looking good.
Fan unfolds. Dawn of truth draws near.
And I guess that's going to be Yangyang's sister. Yes, Yangyang's sister happens to be blonde, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, that says Ming Ting. So yeah, this looks like we're going to Ming Ting. Or at least she's from there. Yeah, her design looks pretty good too. Very, 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 I mean, let's just be honest here. Cultural designs. And now we got this. Umbrella Lady.
Locked in the past, the prisoner lingers long.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of, what's her name? Dan Jin a little bit. So, yeah, she's going to be from MENGZHOU. Yeah, she's kind of giving me like Dan Jin vibes a little bit. Probably Havoc. Probably Havoc.
Into elusive depths, the loner treads on.
And then this guy just looks like, I mean, it's, I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure how I really feel about this design over here. It looks a little, I'm not sure how I feel. Like, if bro just looks like edgy. Bro just looks like super edgy. So, yeah, I think in the majority faction that we're seeing over here actually turns out to be MENGZHOU. So it's just like an assortment of all the different China factions over in WuWa. We got Jinzhou, we got the Ming Ting, we got MENGZHOU, I guess, primarily showing up. And, yeah, I guess another Arrow male. Because that's, I think, what everyone's assuming. He's Arrow. And that's going to make just the third 5-star Arrow male added to the roster. Some are saying Glaive Kyo. It's not gay enough to be Glaive Kyo, so no. Okay, one thing you know for certain is that she's going to be throwing some swords. I mean, she got the ice swords over here. But she could be throwing swords over here. Is Hiyuki already dead? Did they already kill Hiyuki? They already got the next glacial unit over here. Wait. We just released Hiyuki, though.
Celestial sword guards the clouded pass.
Yeah, no, that's just some straight wuxia shit right there. Yeah. Qingxiao. Yeah, no, she's even holding the sword like they do. That's a crazy lineup that they got so far. And,
Clear.
yeah, no, this is probably going to be the one that really... Yeah, this one's going to cause some issues. This one's going to cause some problems. And are people saying this is the Sentinel? I mean, I would possibly agree with that. Maybe that is the Sentinel because they're meant to look like very, you know, I think they're meant to look like this for a reason.
Moonlight drapes the lonely keep.
Yeah. Yeah. Shin How do you pronounce this? I don't know. It's a little bit complicated, but yeah, that's MENGZHOU. And as you can kind of see, you got like the little fox thing going on. I kind of want to double check a couple of the other MENGZHOU characters. Do they? Yeah, they got the fox thing going on as well. So it looks like she is the fox, and then their sentinel is the fox. So Sentinel Resonator looks like, yeah, I guess, yeah, Kuro's gonna make some, I think Kuro's gonna make some dollary dues on this one. Yeah, I can foresee them making some dollary dues on this Sentinel Resonator. Zhang Feng Yi, Arknight's Enfield could never.
Where it lies, one may wonder. Oh, it's
Now they got some fucking Game of Thrones shit over here. Oh my lord.
to the one.
God damn.
Fated.
All right. Holy moly. Well, that looked like a little bit like sci-fi futuristic at the end over there. I could totally see those units maybe have something to do with Tomb Break. Now that I see that. Yeah, no, this is looking oddly high-tech, isn't it? Y'all get the vibe. Y'all get what I'm putting down right now, right? This is looking very, very, very interesting. Excited to see what the political setting, the story, all of that is looking like for this region. But now, of course, now that we're done with that little overview, we've got to go ahead and actually start taking a look at, well, ladies and gentlemen, what's actually going on over here. So we're going to go in kind of like, the same order that we just did with, the characters that we had at the start. So this is going to be Yangyang SP, Yangyang Zhuanling, as they do say. And yeah, I'm just going to be honest over here. This outfit that they kind of like got for her going on, very, 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 bit of an upgrade, right? Compared to the stuff that we actually have in-game over here. I imagine she's also going to be a sword user as well. And if her signature is what's showing up in the frame over here, this is a pretty sick looking signature. I'm going to be honest. Outfit overall is definitely like, I imagine she's undergone some sort of like second resonance awakening or something like that. I just hope she's, she's worth the entry ticket, being like the mascot, the poster child of the game. Hopefully they do her justice, because currently her 4-star version might be one of the worst units in the game. So, yeah, attribute wise, I got no clue, bro. She's blue. That the main thing that we see about her is that she's blue. We all know that, like, all of like the wind and like the birds and stuff, right? It naturally feels like a little bit arrow, but we'll just have to see, because blue has definitely been arrow with Cardathea. Blue has also been like Ocean and Havoc with Cantarella and the rest of that crew, right? So we'll just have to see what's going on over here. I just know blue is typically just one of those two, and it could also be Glacio as well, but are they really going to do Glacio again, even though we already just saw the Glacio sword person? Yeah, I don't know about that one, brother. Yuno's blue? Yeah, she's arrow as well. So yeah, blue is arrow or blue is Havoc. It's one or the other. Galbraita's not blue. Her fire's purple. Like, only her outfit's blue. All right. Now, moving on to the next unit over here, we got Yangyang's sister. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, unless they happen to just not be related, even though their tacit marks appear to be genetic and like right next to each other, yes, I think most people are thinking this is Yangyang's sister. And I think the weird part about this is that she's from Mingting, and everyone else seems to be from MENGZHOU. And if we're actually going by release order, it could be that these two are actually the first ones up, and they're going to be coming in version 3.5. So that could definitely be something that we see going on. I imagine that these might be the first two that we get some of those big details on. When it comes to what I think she's going to do, I'm going to be honest, guys. My initial thought is that she's like Spectro, and then I have no other clue. She uses a fan, bro. So maybe she's Arrow as well, because like fans make wind, or like she's Spectro because she's blonde. I don't really understand, bro. So this unit to me looks like one that could be virtually pretty much anything except maybe like Electro. I don't know, bro. Right? You guys probably get what I'm talking about over here. This is one of the most nondescript designs I think we've ever seen. But I guess at the very most, I'll say she looks like a support. So she's probably going to be broken. Yeah, supports are pretty broken in this game. Maybe she could be like a Mordier or a Shorekeeper or something. So that's what it's looking like over there. The units from here on out, I feel like get a lot more explanatory and a lot more obvious for what they're probably going to do. Next up, we got Suoming. So yeah, this unit over here is definitely giving me like Yeah, she looks like a smaller Dan Jin. That's probably the #1 way that I would describe it. She literally just looks like a smaller Dan Jin. So I'd imagine she maybe even has like a similar sort of moveset. You know, the one where it's like you get a lot stronger the lower HP you are. And we maybe finally explore that type or that archetype in Wuthering Waves, because I just don't really think it's happened yet. So yeah, like that's just like the main thing I can say. She just looks like a smaller Dan Jin with pigtails. And of course, I'm pretty sure that's like going to be like Fobmaster's favorite character. So, yeah, all my money over here is on Havoc. I know some of you all might be thinking, oh, you know, she's going to be like Yinlin, who's also a redhead, or she's going to be Fusion. Nah, I 1000% think this is Havoc. And if she's anything else, it's going to feel like a bit wrong. I'm just going to be real over here. My money's on Havoc for this one, but who knows? I might get proven wrong. Weapon type? She's got an umbrella, but part of me thinks that umbrella is also a sword. Do you kind of like see what's going on over here? It's looking rather like sword-like to me. So I could definitely see it. I could definitely see her being a sword as well. That looks like a weapon. So that's where I'm gonna have that take. Now we got this guy, Jingran. I think he's the only dude that they decided to reveal on the roster. And so my take on this guy is that he looks like kind of dumb. I'm going to be honest. This dude looks so edgy. It's like bordering on like lame. Like he's like too edgy. And like the way that I kind of describe that is like bro has like the two-toned hair looking like that dude from fucking Windbreaker. So it's like, yeah, that guy's already edgy enough, right? Then you got like the tacit mark on the eye. And then the part that really like seals the deal for me in making this just the lamest fucking design ever is that he has the two colored eyes and the hair and the tacit mark. It's like, hey, people were just like, how asymmetrical can we make somebody's face? Like just how asymmetrical can we do it? And like, just think of every possible way to fucking do it. Tacit mark, yes. Eye color, yes. Hair color, yes. I don't know. He just looks lame, bro. Like, he just looks so lame. It's fucking unbelievable. I don't like this shit. Maybe you guys like this shit. I'm not a fan of it. The weapon setup looks cool, though. He's kind of got, like, the lantern and the spear. But it really does make me think that they kind of took, like, Flynn's, but made him gay. Yeah, he really kind of seems like they took Flynn's and made him gay. Like, that's the #1 way you managed to make it edgier than Flynn's somehow. Right? Like, the lantern's there, the spear-looking thing is there, and then it's just what is going on up here. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this one. Maybe you guys are, and it's, like, perfectly fine if you are. I'll leave it at that. All right. Now we got this design over here. And I think this is one where clearly you're going to have a lot of takes if you've been a past player of certain games. So one of those games includes, naturally, right, a title like maybe HSR. Because, you know, this is giving us vibes like a Jing Liu, and, well, for good reason. She's summoning ice swords, and yeah, we've had a lot of gacha ice swords getting summoned in a bunch of other games. So, in line with that, though, this is Wuthering Waves' approach, and, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, she is looking pretty, yeah, no, they want this unit to make some dollars, don't they? They definitely want this unit to make some dollars. And I think some people are saying these might be like air swords as well. These are not ice swords. I don't really know about that one. Maybe they're made out of clouds, but Cardathea was all about the air swords as well. That's also kind of like her thing. So it doesn't really matter what attribute she happens to be. She's stepping on somebody's sword throwing toes. Can we can at least recognize that, right? So, yeah, you got arrow swords with Cart, and then you're going to have ice swords with Hiyuki. Part of me is thinking this is just more so like Glacio. I mean, that's kind of just what it looks like to me. Or maybe she is arrow, but then that's just going to be an arrow sword DPS. Do we... That's what you guys are saying. She's an arrow sword DPS then, which is literally Cardathea. So, maybe another Sentinel's about to bite the dust. We'll just have to see. But yeah, her design is looking rather wild. I think she's going to make some big dollary dues. And yeah, definitely is embodying WuWa. And I think the highest levels out of all the units that we've seen, yeah, she's kind of like where winds meet, but like definitely a little bit more on the rated M scale. So yeah, that's going to be that one. And now we got the last design over here, and this is definitely the one that I feel like is going to hit a lot of the sort of like markers for a lot of individuals. You got the League of Legends fans, right? For all of your Ari, Ninetale Fox enjoyers. You got all of your like gay Naruto fans that like wish they had like a, it's like the Nine-Tailed Fox, but like Naruto's a guy, so this is a girl. I don't know where I was going with that one. But you guys kind of like get the vibes, right? Clearly MENGZHOU, for like their Sentinel Resonator and stuff like that, it's the Fox, right? What does the Fox say, right? And so we have the actual literal Fox themselves being drip marketed as a fucking character. I don't think they've ever done this before. This is kind of like if they made Jue the playable character. Do you guys get what I was... Or they made, like, the useless horse. The useless horse fucking Imperator playable character. That's what it seems like over here. It is... Wait. It is. You guys aren't joking. Wait, somebody got a fucking wiki article. Hsin. She is one of Huanglong's 7 Sentinels? Oh, wait, so they're making the Sentinel playable. Well, that's a bit of a lore drop. This is going to be the first one that I think we've ever had. I don't think we've had a playable Threnodian. Well, I guess that means if they're going to have Sentinels, if they're going to have Sentinels be playable, then yeah, I guess Threnodians being playable aren't off the table too. I can't wait to walk around as LF1, right? And you know, I don't know, just go pretend to be like Kirby on, you know, just suck in the echoes or some shit and like automatically collect them. That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, I'm waiting for the playable LF1. They're probably gonna be the best farmer in the game. So yeah, this is kind of like broken open the door for that type of dynamic moving forward. But yeah, the first playable Sentinel, and yeah, she looking like a bit of a baddie. So what can I say? It's kind of obvious what's going on over here. Kuro Games maybe didn't make enough money in Lahai Roy because they decided to really pull out the... Aside from this guy, I think they're trying to make negative dollars with him. What the fuck are they doing? Like they really decided to like amp up the factor. You're gonna have like some of the you're trying to tap into like the ZZZ of the Blue Archives player base with this one. Great, they got their one banner of the century for that. You got all of like the day was the OGs. I guess this is just... I think these two are meant to appeal to, I guess, like the general sort of like player. I think these are designs anyone can be a fan of. This is nobody. She's everybody. And yeah, I don't think anyone can physically skip this character. I think your hands will like not... I think you'll force yourself to pull for this one. So yeah. Awesome job from Kuro Games over here with this drop. Naturally, the hype for 3.5, I feel like, is not necessarily something that's been top of mind for a lot of us with the Cyberpunk collab going on and stuff, but do know that this update for the collab is a short 30-something days. And so this is coming up very soon, and we should probably know, my money's on these two, right, who the next 2 playable characters from this drop are going to be. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. We did a bit of a breakdown over here. Oh, wait. Yeah, what weapon is she gonna use? I don't fucking know, bro. She's not doing anything. No, she's straight up she's just looking... She's just posing. Like, I don't fucking know what she's gonna do. Like, attribute? I think she's fusion. Yeah, I personally think she's fusion. So, fusion, but I don't know what the fuck weapon she's doing because she's not doing anything weapon-like. So, yeah. But 100% fusion. If she's not fusion, I'm gonna blow a fucking gasket. She has to be fusion. That's like those are the rules. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.